Chapter 4, Wallace and Grace and the Lost Puppy. We're on Chapter 4. Chapter 4, Tale of the Tail. Rustle, rustle. Grace opened one eye. Rustle, rustle. Grace opened both eyes. The sky glowed orange with the setting sun. Night was on its way. She listened carefully. Then she nudged Wallace awake. She put her wing to her beak so he knew not to speak. Together they watched Sophia wake up. She stretched. Then she grabbed her empty sack and left the leaf pile. Remember the raccoon? Grace shook the puppy. "We need to tail Sophia," she told him. Jasper grabbed his stubby tail. "No way, I'm not giving her my tail. She has her own." "Shh," warned Grace. "Tail is a detective word. It means to follow someone without her knowing you are there." Wallace, Grace, and Jasper tiptoed through the woods. They made sure that Sophia didn't see or hear them. They're tailing the raccoon. That means they're following. "Why are we following her?" whispered Jasper. "She will lead us to your home," said Grace. "I saw her sack was empty. I knew she'd tried to steal more apples when it got dark. Sophia is nocturnal." "That's a big word for an animal that sleeps during the day and works at night." Wallace grinned at Grace. He could explain big words, too. Sophia went around a prickly bush. They went around the prickly bush. She leaped over a hole. They leaped, too. Crack! Jasper landed on a twig. He whimpered as it dug into his paw. Sophia looked behind her. They hid behind a tree. She didn't see them. Then Jasper whimpered again. Wallace thought quickly. He gave a loud hoot to cover up Jasper's cries. Sophia jumped. She was scared of the hoot. She hurried on her way. "That was close," whispered Grace. The sky was now dark, but the moon lit their way. The woods opened into a field. They kept following Sophia. Suddenly, Grace froze. She pointed ahead. A face glowed in the darkness. 2 triangle eyes, a triangle nose, a jagged smile. Who was that? They wondered. They watched Sophia wave to the glowing face, then she ran off. They moved closer. "It's a pumpkin," cried Wallace. "Someone carved a face and put a candle inside. That's the glowing face." "Look what I found." Grace held up a pumpkin seed. "It's on the scavenger hunt list." Jasper sniffed the air. "I smell apples. I smell home." Oh. Rows of apple trees stood before them. "Jasper lives in an apple orchard," said Wallace. "We solved the case." Grace began to dance. She always danced when they solved the case. There she is. "Oh no, Sophia's stealing more apples." Jasper hurried after and growled. Grrr. Sophia wasn't scared of his growl. She reached for another apple. "We have to help," said Grace. Wallace flew across the orchard. In the moonlight, he opened his wings wide. He let out his loudest hoot. Sophia dropped the apple. She shook with fear. Wallace landed next to her. "Those apples do not belong to you. It is wrong to take them." "I'm sorry," said Sophia. "Don't ever come back," Jasper began to growl. Grrr. And then he looked at Wallace. He had a better idea. He let out a loud hoot. Sophia's eyes went wide. She ran off into the woods, leaving her sack behind. There's the apple thief. "You scared her away," Grace told Jasper. "You're a dog, but you sounded like an owl," said Wallace. "Now that I can hoot, I will be a great watchdog," said Jasper. "Thank you." He offered Wallace and Grace big, juicy apples. Wallace took a bite. An earthworm poked his head out. "Yum!" "Don't eat him," Grace rescued the squirmy worm. "You found the last thing on the scavenger hunt list." Wallace pumped his wing. He liked to find things. Then he thought about Grace. "I don't think we won." Wallace frowned. "We took too long to finish." That's okay. We solved the case and brought the puppy home. She looked at Jasper with his sisters and brothers. Look at him. That's the best kind of winning. The two detectives flew back to the great woods. The apple thief never came back to the orchard again. She was too scared of the new glowing pumpkin. Oh, look what shape it's in this time. It's an owl. And that's the end of our detective story called Wallace and Grace and the Lost Puppy. I hope you enjoyed it.